Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the like Akim wa Akwath, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. All right, it's your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. We're going to have another little minor history lesson. In this, this lesson, we're going to be dealing with Judea Capta, or Judea Capta, as the coin is known. And if the elder apostle Tahar, he has mentioned this throughout the years, and of course the other apostles. But this is a coin that was created to signify, to commemorate Edomites, specifically the Roman Edomites, when they took us down, after during the events of 70 AD. All right, and we're going to be linking it up with scriptures showing you how these heathen, they have always wanted to wipe us out from being a people. And he's going to once again make that attempt in these last days and times. And the only difference this time, y'all, not the only difference, the big difference, we're going to win this one. He's tried to genocide us many times throughout the millennium that we've been here on this planet, the several millennium. All right, 1 millennium equals 1,000 years. He's been trying to kill us for a very long time. All right, and this is evidence of such. So let's read. And now, there's plenty of articles you can always go through, but a lot of times I'll just go to Wikipedia because it's real easy, and if they're not saying too much bullshit, then I'll use it. All right, so it says Judea Capta coins, also spelled Judea Capta, were a series of commemorative coins originally issued by the Roman Emperor Vespasian. Who was he? The main man in charge when it came to taking us down, and he had his 2 sons finish it out. All right, Titus and Domitian. All right, in which they had help from an Israelite traitor known as Tiberius Alexander. All right, it says to celebrate the capture of Judea and the destruction of the second, we'll call it the Israelite temple, by his son Titus in 70 CE, which is the Common Era, which more familiar we call it AD. Anno Domini, year of our Lord. During the first Israelite revolt, it says there are several variants of the coinage. The reverse of the coins may show a female seated right in an attitude of mourning at the base of a palm tree, with either a captive bearded male standing left, with his hands bound behind his back, or the standing figure of the victorious emperor, or the goddess Victoria, with a trophy of weapons, shields, and helmets to the left. Right there. So this motherfucker made a coin with his fat cracker face on the front, on the back, the man being enslaved and the woman mourning and crying on the floor. And that's what you see right here when you zoom in right there. In which, in Latin, because they didn't have J's back then, it's literally Judea Capta, because they didn't have J. Alright, Judea Capta. Look at that. The man threw and the woman down mourning. And this resonates in society today. He has put the man in a weak, broken estate and put the woman also in an estate that is broken. And she just has to carry on. Alright, and matter of fact, I want to double check something too. Under the first, it says the first J revolt. I want to check, let me see. All right, so we'll scroll down. You get to see the coins. This one right here, you see the Israelite man, the slave being down, and the heathen, the Edomite Roman on top of him. All right, just reading under it a little bit. It says Roman denarius depicting Titus, the reverse commemorative, his triumph in the Judean wars, representing a captive kneeling in front of a trophy of arms. So right there, literally, y'all, literally, these motherfuckers didn't make coins happy. They were all happy when we fell. This devil has a lot to pay for, and these are the pieces and the evidences that bear witness against his face that he will pay for what he's done to us. All right, let's get some scriptures right quick. Let's get one just to start off, because one of the ones that came to mind, the fact that literally we're down on the ground enslaved and he's standing over our body. Ecclesiastes 10:7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. We are supposed to be the princes. Literally, Yashrala, he the prince of God, he the prince of power. But we're the ones on the ground. We're the ones who have been defeated. We're the ones who have been made low and debased by these heathen, specifically the so-called white man, Edomites. You have a hatred for us, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because we are the chosen people and you are not. All right. Lamentations 2. We'll start at 15. It says, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All right, matter of fact, y'all, when we were taken down the first time, because, this is this is put together by Jeremiah. He was mourning the fall of the original temple, which you can apply to, to today's time and all the times these Edomites have come up against us and destroyed us. They rejoice at seeing our people in a broken, downtrodden estate, especially the temple. They understood that they could destroy our temple, that they could destroy our spirits and our connection with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And the difference, this time, we don't need the temple. We are going to be the new temples. Therefore, you can't destroy our connection. Yahushai is going to come back, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. All right. Nevertheless, these assholes have always been joyous at our destruction, which is why those Romans made coins at destroying the Jews of so-called. All right. And when you look at, when you go over history, that time period, the Jews were of no significance to the Romans. And I mean that in terms of a military might. Out of all the issues that the Romans had, they had real competition. All right. All the different barbarians, barbarian tribes, as they're called, right? We was y'all little slaves already. We was already the slaves of the Greeks. We wasn't no significant threat, but they already bared that hatred. And they used the excuse of our so-called religious fanaticism to come against us. The same thing they're going to do today. We ain't no danger to no damn body. Nigga, we struggling to pay rent, man. You fuck around arguing with your woman all the damn day, but he's going to demonize us. Per usual, verse 16. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day we looked for. We have found, we have seen it. All right. So they have looked for the day of our downfall. They were happy when it came. And this is just one instance. The fall of 70, or the events of 70 AD, the fall of Jerusalem. They came, they enclosed, and they conquered and slaughtered. All right, well, I'm also going to do a video on the Ark of Titus. I'm going to do some more studying on it, then I'll get into a video on that as well. But I'm just using this one. We'll do it with the Judea Capta first. All right, and you're going to go down to, let me see. And now we're going to go to Psalms 137 right quick. All right, Psalms 137. Let's see if I can make this lane change. Fucking niggas. Niggas in Detroit ain't shit. All right, Psalms 137. And I'm gonna just go down to 7 because the verses up lets you know that they wanted us. They made entertainment out of us, right? So verse 6, not verse 6, verse 7, Psalms 137 and 7. It says, remember, O Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who is that? The Edomites, who art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. All right. This is a prayer in the book of Psalms. All you people claim to love Psalms, right? Well, it is a psalm that the Israelites are repaid for the vengeance that the Edomites have constantly showed them. The Edomites actually, when you go into the history, and we'll do that real quick. The Edomites actually came and burnt down the temple. Now don't get me wrong, the Babylonians, when they invaded us, took Southern Kingdom slaves and captives. they fucked up all of Jerusalem, the city as a whole. But the Edomites specifically came and burned the temple. All right, you can read that in several locations. We'll go to one location, Obadiah. Yep. Obadiah 1 and 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And, you know, once again, this is dealing with the first temple specifically, not directly 70 AD, but you can twofold it spiritually, because Esau has always been in this spirit of knocking us down out of power. You know, whenever he sees us about to do something, he knows that he has to kill us and, for lack of better terms, separate us from the Heavenly Father and from our power to keep us weak. Obadiah 1 and 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, so the Edomites were witnesses to the Babylonians destroying Jerusalem, right? Judea. It says, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou wast one of them. All right. So Edom was there. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. And we're going to go back to that coin, y'all. Literally the phrase, you know, it's a proud statement. It basically means they've destroyed Judah, or they've conquered Judah. All right, Judea Capta. Literally, they've taken us captive. All right, and one more real quick. 1 Esdras 4, showing you that the Edomites took part in destroying the first temple. For 1 Esdras 4th chapter, go to verse 44. It says, and to send away all the vessels that were taken away out of Jerusalem, which Cyrus set apart, when he vowed to destroy Babylon. So let me make this turn, y'all. When he vowed to destroy Babylon and to send them again thither, thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees. So right there, the Edomites actually ran in and destroyed the temple, while the Babylonians, which are Assyrians, was, you know, whooping up the whole, you know, was whooping up all of Jerusalem, if you will. All right. So that's how we know who the daughter of Babylon is, the Edomites. Let's come back now. So you see the coinage. Let me zoom out so we can read better. You see the coin, you know, our woman broken, and the devil smiling. All right. Let's go. Okay, yeah, the inscription. It says the inscription appears in several versions. Judea Capta, which means what? Judah has been conquered. Conquered Judea. You know, proud, happy. Like I said, they rejoiced. They was joying over us being downtrodden. We crying, dying, bleeding, screaming, you know, losing our lives. And these motherfuckers happy. Raise it. All right, raise it is an ancient world phrase saying destroy it. That's how they treat us now. That's why when an Israelite, a Negro, Latino, Native American gets killed by the police and it's on the news, what do you hear white people say? Oh, he probably did something to deserve it. In which, y'all already know, a lot of these niggas is wily and reckless, and a lot of them did, if they were obedient, they could have survived. But they don't speak from a logical standpoint. They're saying these statements from a place of hatred. He should have just listened. That's what he gets. He's probably just a dog. You know, we as kings and shit. That's how they be talking. You know, you be wanting to take a fucking wrench and bash their fucking brains out to the white meat. But it's not that time yet. All right. It says Judea has been defeated, and also Iadias, the booty from the Judeans. You know, they took everything: our women, our children, our wealth, everything, literally. All right, assholes, man. So I just wanted to get y'all a meaning real quick. And then I will read on the history of it a bit. That's lucky. I thought I'd knock the video off. My bad. Not going to be that long of a video. It says the Judea Capta coins were struck for 25 years under Vespasian and his two sons, who succeeded him as emperor, Titus and Domitian. All right, so for 25 years they were pumping out these coins, and apparently they pumped out so many that there's some still today. You know, that's how we have the picture of it. Fucking devil. It says these commemorative coins were issued in bronze, silver, and gold by mints in Rome throughout the Roman Empire and Judea itself. They were issued in every denomination in at least 48 different types. Ooh, this nigga tripping. Slocky, y'all. Sheesh. It says only bronze Judea Capta coins were struck in Caesarea, the defeated Roman province of Judea. These coins are much. See, we was already a Roman province, but that wasn't enough. They still wanted to come fuck us over. And you know what? A lot of that has to do with who? The Sicarii, the Zealots, the wicked Israelites who were running around killing folk and inciting the Romans, and the Romans took them up on their offer, and niggas lost. And ultimately it was prophecy. All right, here it is. You got these fucking clowns calling themselves the Sicarii. All right, walking around with, you know, got sticks at camp. Well, they're gonna use that as reasons to come get us, you fucking idiots. And they gonna come kill you niggas first. So we gonna use you niggas as meat shields. All right, you make yourself easy targets. All right. Anyways, it says and the inscriptions are in Greek. Let me see. It says these coins are much cruder than Roman issue. Oh, okay, that's dealing about the other type of coins. All right, so you see, come down. The last paragraph says usually a Judea Capta coin was also minted by the Jewish ruler Agrippa II, who was what? The great grandson of Herod the Great. Did not those motherfuckers hate us as well? All right. And Herod, or who? Edomites. Who was his father? Antipater the Idumean. All right. Which was a Roman vassal. Just further proving the fact that these devils have always had a history of hating us. All right. It says, brought up in Rome at the court of Claudius, Agrippa was thoroughly Romanized and was a close friend of Titus, whom he supported throughout the first Jewish revolt. His bronze coin was minted at Tiberias and shows a portrait of Tyrus on the obverse with the Greek inscription. I can't read that shit. All right, so you know that's about it for this one. Just showing you, you know, man, just all these little demon devils involved that effing us over, and this is the history that he wants to try to get rid of, but he can't. It's too much. All right, and so for the very fact that this evidence exists that he did us wrong is the very confirmation that we will get revenge upon him for what he did to us. All right, and we're gonna make merchandise out of his punk ass. Matter of fact, we're gonna go to that Lamentations. We'll finish it with this, because what goes around fucking comes around. Boy, I ain't used that phrase in damn near I ain't used that phrase in probably somewhere damn near 10 years. But what goes around comes around. Nigga, that don't stop on the playground. That don't just mean if you take a nigga Snicker, he gonna take your butterfingers. You enslaved and destroyed us, we gonna do the same to you. You MFers. Alright. Lamentations 4:21. Hey, you rejoiced at us? Hey, we gonna rejoice at you. Alright, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. So you gotta drink too, homie. You gotta know what it's like to be a nothing nobody. Alright. Verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that coin existing is some of his sins being discovered, you know, among the multitude of others. We have all the evidences, all the proofs, all the knowledge of this devil, how he operated, who he truly is, which is why Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai will avenge us upon him. So rejoice and be glad, Edom. You clapped at us, we're going to clap at you. All right. He who laughs last laughs the loudest. All right. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like the Akim wa Akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.